Now, before we begin today's video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Follow me on my social media. And we're going to get straight into today's video. Not going to lie, it is like 1 o'clock in the morning. That's why I look the way I do, but I still look good. So don't get it twisted. But we're going to watch, before we even begin today's video, I always have to give thanks to y'all. All glory to God. Thank you for your support. I just continue, no matter what, I just always have to thank y'all for your support. I really, really appreciate it. Just the amount of growth we've had just within the last month or two. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, to say the least. But we're going to go ahead and get into today's video. So I'm actually really, really excited because Oliver Anthony, I think that's his name. Let me make sure. Yeah, Oliver Anthony is his name. I don't know why I was thinking his name was Oliver Taylor for some reason. So if you haven't watched my other reaction video, he made a music video or he made a song called Richmond, North of Richmond. And he was pretty much talking about the elites, politicians, 1%, like people who take advantage of their position in power for their personal interest and money gain, and not really thinking of the people, working class people who are trying to work each and every day just to make ends meet. So it was very, very relatable. And I really loved this song because he was speaking to everybody. So the thing is, okay, I had to make sure it was recording. So the thing is that people were taking his song, specifically people from the right, that I've noticed. I didn't notice a lot of people from the left taking it, but specifically people from the right were taking it and were trying to twist it kind of like as if he wasn't talking about them as well. So he pretty much came out with a message and a response after they used his song at the presidential debate. And this is his thoughts and opinions and everything like that. We're going to watch it today and we're going to do a real raw live reaction. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited because those who know me know I really love maneuvering in a way of like independent, like an independent thinker in a sense. Because I feel like the whole division, like right versus left, blue versus red, like whatever the case may be, I feel like that just divides us even more. And I really truly believe we're all we have as far as each other's resources. So that's why I really, really loved the song so much, and I really connected with it because he didn't say anything about political party affiliation. What he was talking about was everyday struggle that everybody goes through despite party affiliation. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and yeah.
Well, hey there. It's August 25th, 2023. A lot's changed since the last time I sat here and spoke to you. My friends and family have asked me how I'm doing. Everybody is wondering if I've lost my sanity yet, and I'm surprisingly calm and at peace. I don't even know what to say, but I feel thankful to be given this opportunity. You know, the music side is exciting and all the Billboard, iTunes charts and all that crap. That's great. But what's the exciting part's been the conversations I've had with people and the things I've learned just in a couple weeks about the human spirit.
He seems so humble. I love a humble person.
And about all sorts of other things, the music industry and how dirty everything is. Like it's worse than you think. So I don't know what the future looks like for me. I'm not really too concerned about the future. I'm living in the present. And I just have to have the discernment to make the right decisions from here on out, because I think about that guy who was sitting here a few weeks ago talking to you, and the most important thing to me is not leaving him behind.
Oh, I really like him. I really like him.
I don't want to go on some roller coaster ride and come off a different person. if there is anything for me to address at all with you, it's that it's the one thing that has bothered me is seeing people wrap politics up into this. I'm disappointed to see, like, it's aggravating seeing people on conservative news try to identify with me like I'm one of them. It's aggravating seeing certain musicians and politicians act like we're buddies and act like we're fighting the same struggle here, like that we're trying to present the same message. I've had a lot of people reach out to me, and I've tried to be polite to everybody, and I've talked to hundreds of people the last 2 weeks. But it seems like certain people want to just ride the attention of this song to maybe make them their own selves relevant, and that's aggravating as hell. The other thing that I find aggravating is, like, it was funny seeing my song in the. It was funny seeing it at the presidential debate, because it's like I wrote that song about those people, So for them to have to sit there and listen to that cracks me up.
I love this band. I love this band, literally.
But it was funny kind of seeing the response to it. Like, that song has nothing to do with Joe Biden, It's a lot bigger than Joe Biden.
Thank you.
That song is written about the people on that stage, and a lot more too, not just them, but definitely them. It's cool.
I think what he's trying to say, well, not what he's trying to say. What he's saying is that it's bigger than politics. Like, stop using his artistry, stop using his work as a way of weaponizing it for your personal gain. And that's what we did see at the debate stage. That's what I saw at the debate stage, because when I was looking at it, I was like, y'all are really missing the point. He's talking about y'all. He is talking about y'all. He is talking about the people who are in your position. Forget party affiliation. People who do what y'all do, who take advantage of your position and power for personal gain. Not everybody, obviously, but the vast majority.
My other music come out, because people are, I guess, starting to appreciate and understand what it is I'm really trying to say. It's hard to get a message out about your political ideology or your belief about the world in 3 minutes and some change. But I do hate to see that song being weaponized. Yeah. Like, I see the right trying to characterize me as one of their own, and I see the left trying to discredit me, I guess in retaliation. That shit's got to stop.
For sure.
If you watch the response videos on YouTube to this song, it's not conservative people responding to the song. It's not even necessarily Americans responding to the song. I don't know that I've seen anything get such positive response from such a diverse group of people. And I think that terrifies the people that I sing about in that song. And they've done everything they can the last 2 weeks to make me look like a fool, to spin my words, to try to stick me in a political bucket. And they can keep trying, but I'm just going to keep on writing.
Period.
And I've got a lot of words to put down on paper, and I've got a lot of songs to put to chords, and I don't know what my music career is going to look like. I don't know how many shows I'm going to do and how many tours I'm going to put on, but I am going to stay true to my word. I'm going to write, produce, and distribute authentic music that represents people and not politics.
That brings people together. That's what's up.
I do feel compelled to address something. Since I have addressed the conservatives, I do need to address the left as well, because they're sending a message out that initial song that sort of shot me up the radar, Richmond, North of Richmond, is an attack against the poor. If you listen to my other music, it's obvious that all of my songs that reference class defend the poor. Doggone, it's a good example of that. Needles
for
in
the people who, I don't know who's he's addressing to as far as people in life. I personally just saw a lot of people from the right claim it for personal weapons, personal gain. But the people that he's referencing to, the people on the left who is saying that he's taking a shot at the poor, y'all are really deeping it. Like, it's not that deep. Like, something that the left does and I can say this because I've seen it, they overanalyze things. They make things deeper than what it is, than what's in front of them. And we got to stop doing that. Like, for real, for real.
Street folks hardly surviving on sidewalks next to highways full of cars self-driving. The poor keep hurting and the rich keep thriving. It's like, that's what I like to sing about. And, you know, the English language is interpretive, and so I do understand, like, there may be some people who misunderstood my words in Richmond, north of Richmond. But I've got to be clear that my message, like with any of my songs, it references the inefficiencies of the government because of the politicians within it that are engulfed in bribes and extortion. And, you know, the words say that there's people on the street with nothing to eat and the obese milking welfare. That references a news article I read earlier this summer that adolescent kids in Richmond are missing meals over the summer because their parents can't afford to feed them and they're not in school to eat cafeteria lunch. And meanwhile, I think like 30 or 40% of the food bought with welfare or EBT money is in a classification of like snack
like
food and soda. I think 10% spent on soda, and I want to say like 20 or 30% spent on junk food. And that's not the fault of those people.
It's the expense.
Welfare only makes up a small percentage of our budget. You know, we can fuel a proxy war in a foreign land, but we can't take care of our own. That's all the song's trying to say. It's just saying that the government takes people who are needy dependent and makes them needy independent.
He's very intelligent.
At some point I will dissect all my lyrics of all my songs, if that's what I need to do. I mean, 30-some million people understood what I was saying, but it only takes a few to try to derail the train, you know, to try to send out false narratives. And I'm sure there'll be more of that to come. It's like, it's driving people crazy to see the unity that's come from this, from all walks. This isn't a Republican and Democrat thing. This isn't
this is what I be saying. I really like this Oliver guy. Like, he comes off so genuine. This is what I'm just saying. Like, we live in a time and place where we have to take a step back as a people, collectively, and look at the bigger picture. We need to use each other as resources. All this stuff that people are fighting over, power, money, position, like all these titles and stuff, when we die and we stand before God, none of that stuff matters. We have to look at life bigger than ourselves. So this selfishness that a lot of people in the elites, they maneuver in for personal gain, personal benefits, personal selfish reasons and so forth. And they're not the only ones. There's other people that do it, but it's just it's so common in a certain societal level. It is so common in a certain economical level. All this stuff for what? Like, we as a people need to come together and understand we are stronger in numbers. Like, we run them. We pay their bills. We run them. They represent us. Like, we really need to stop with this divisiveness, this left, right, especially the left or right. I could talk about that for days, y'all. This left and right stuff. Like, we really got to stop and look at issues as individual issues and see where do we go from there. Like, I've said this before, there are people who would literally go for certain policies and defend certain policies just because they feel like they have to because their party is pushing it. They may not even believe it within themselves. They're just going for it because they feel like it because their party is pushing it. Can you imagine? It got me all the way messed up. Me defending a policy that does not sit well with me or my soul just because of party affiliation. I am not part of a cult. That's one thing about it, two things for sure. I am not. It's giving very much cult.
A United States thing. Like, this has been a global response. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Go on YouTube and watch all the response videos, you know? And don't shoot the messenger. Like, I'm a nobody.
You're somebody.
It's my belief that divine intervention has put me in this position in this point in time to get a message across, and that's all there is to it. Like, I'm nobody special. You know, I feel terrible almost that I've been put in this place, because there are a lot of artists and musicians out there that are far more talented, that have put in way more hours.
But you gotta
than me.
give
Like,
credit.
I don't deserve to sit in the top 5 places on the iTunes charts.
You do.
And the truth is, I really could give a shit less about the iTunes charts.
That's why he deserves a top 5 position in the iTunes chart, because he doesn't. For him, it's material. Like, I don't want to be his spokesperson or his attorney or speak for him, but like the way the impression that I'm getting, for him, it means nothing because it's material to him. It's tangible. That's why you deserve it more, because you value things bigger than what you are placed in the iTunes chart. You see what I'm saying? Like, he needs to give himself credit. I give you credit, Oliver.
Is connecting with people. What I care about is I don't know what this country is going to look like in 10 or 20 years if things don't change. I don't know what this world's going to look like. And like, something has to be done about it, you know?
Oh my gosh.
There's been too many people die. There's been too many people
I'm getting goosebumps. He's crying.
Sacrifice everything they've had. People die before they're even 18, you know? Just for us to all sit here and just do the stupid shit it is that we do every day that keeps us all beat down and divided. Yeah. Like, that's what I want to see stop.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to do everything I can to influence that at all costs, even if it does throw my world upside down. It's well worth it. But for now, I'm hanging in there, and I'm doing what I can. And I really appreciate everybody who's along for the ride. So there's a lot more to come, and I'm excited for it. And I'll see you on the next one.
God bless him. God bless his heart. God bless his soul. May the blood of Jesus cover him and protect him from any potential negative harm, negative energy. You can tell 100%. I can tell this man is genuine. I think people are at the point. I really, really pray to God that people get to this point, and I see it in him already. I've already gotten to this point. The closer I started to get close, the moment I started getting closer to God, mind you, some people are religious, some people aren't, but this is me and my personal opinion and story. When I started getting closer to God, I started to see things differently. I started to stop looking at life so tunnel vision and starting to look at the bigger picture. Like, people need to wake up. Wake up. People are willing to sell their souls, willing to go above and beyond for a dollar bill, to be in a position of power. None of this stuff matters, y'all. You can be living luxury today and die tomorrow. You don't take none of this stuff with you. We have to get to the point, and it's easier said than done. We have to get to the point where we detach ourselves from tangible things in this life. Because when it comes down to it, we do not take it with us. We need to be living for a life bigger than ourselves. We need to we already live in a fallen world. We need to navigate and maneuver in a way to where we live this life as least divisive as possible. We are all we have, aside from God being our foundation, or like I said, this is my opinion. If your religion, this is the truth in my opinion. Aside from God being our foundation, all we have is each other as our resources. So why are we attacking each other? Why are we being divisive? And I'm saying this because I'm not perfect itself. Like I'm very critical, but I'm very cautious with my critiques. I try to be more understanding of people. I try to understand people from different points of views. One thing about it, I'm never going to treat somebody different because how they walk their life. And I haven't always been that way. I've always used to be so tunnel vision with my views. And now that I'm starting to grow and get closer to God and seeing things differently, it's changed a lot. And I really feel like that's ultimately where we need to be at. We need to see it for a bigger view. We need to stop being divisive. We need to understand the struggles are common struggles despite what party affiliation you want to identify under. It's bigger than us. Shout out to Oliver though. This was a really, really good video. God bless his soul, bless his heart. Comment your thoughts below. This is yeah, I'm really actually interested. Comment your thoughts below. I want to thank y'all for continuing to support me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Follow me on my social media. I love y'all all. God bless. And toodles. Have a good night. It's Uduak, connected people with policy.